It's good coffee tonight. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Nick Williams Show. As per usual, I'm joined this evening by my wonderful producer, Mr. Special Ed.
Hey, thanks for having me, Nick.
I literally could not do the show without you, unfortunately. I'm trying every day to find ways to do it. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button. Share the stream with a filmmaker or videographer or anyone who uses a camera to earn an income. And like the video as well. That would really help. Or do none of the above, which is what people normally do. Thanks. Tonight, we're going to be talking about alternative ways to raise money for your film. When I say alternative, I mean there are usually, at least in the independent filmmaking world, there are two ways to go about raising money for your production. One of which is you have a very rich uncle / private investor. You have really a lot of cavities and you hit up your dentist for some of that money back. The other way would be crowdfunding. We're not talking about either of those ways tonight. Tonight, Ed, what are we talking about?
We're talking about alternative ways of crowdfunding.
What would be one example, Edmund, of an alternative way to crowdfund for your film?
Maybe having a bake sale.
Sure. Not where I was going with it. I was thinking more of something akin to the event that we went to this past weekend, which was the Banquet of the Dying Daylight, which was purposefully orchestrated to raise money for the upcoming film by director Adam Newman, Tales of the Dying Daylight. Now, this is a Ren Fair style film, Game of Thrones-y, if you will. It's got a lot of great people, a lot of great talent. And so the Banquet was to kind of showcase a lot of the actors, I would say. Would you say a lot of the actors from the film were there?
Yeah.
Adam, the director of the film, put on the event. And it was in Worcester. I wouldn't know too many of those details location-wise. I didn't drive. Of course, Edmund drove me. And it's so funny because I act like I'm so great, Ed, but realistically, you are my eyes, ears, arms, and legs. You do everything
and
for
wheels.
Me. And wheels. You're my wheels as well. Wow. Say that 5 times. You're my wheels as well. You really are my wheels as well. It's really great having you as a friend. Now, let's talk about that Banquet, though. So, first of all, I'm going to say this. The Banquet was fantastic, I believe, and Adam, if you're watching this, you can correct me in the comments below or text me and be like, why are you talking about this? But I'm talking about it because I think the event did really, really well. The Banquet of the Dying Daylight raised right around $20,000, Ed, did he say, on stage in one night?
He said 20,000. I can't even say the number, it's so high. $20,000 USD.
Right around $20,000 just from one night doing this banquet. And they took, when I say this, I'm not even kidding, they spent, I think it was close to a year. It was either a year or like 9 months. It was a long time of planning this one specific night. And I got to tell you, we have reels of some vendors that we interviewed and some other stuff. I'll definitely be posting those in the coming days. We took tons of footage while we were there. It showed. Every detail was there. There were, how many vendors would you say were there? There were at least, say it was 12, 15, something like 15 or 20, I would say.
That's exactly what I would say, yeah.
Right? 15 to 20 vendors. These are people in the local area, people that were doing everything from... Now, listen, here's the thing. I'm not even making fun. I'm just not in this world normally. I don't do the RPG games. I don't, I'm nerdy, but in different ways. This is way more, I would say, Edmund's style of nerding out, the RPG games and like little figurines and stuff.
Well, I did grow up with Diablo too.
Right, but you were like a World of Warcraft kid.
I was not
growing up. You played RuneScape, World of Warcraft,
Diablo 2 for many years, too many years. Do you know that game, Diablo?
I don't, but I also don't know what is Diablo. What is that? Explain
it's
that.
A point and click.
Sorry, by the way, we got a comment. Hold on. We got a comment on the producer video I did where the person said, "What's with all the asides? What's with all the asides? Can you stick to the topic?" Here's my answer. No, it's a conversation. It's a live stream conversation where I like to kind of weave in and out of the topic to keep things interesting because That's how I talk. So the answer is no, I cannot, and the asides will stay. Nobody wants just a steak. They like potatoes, a little bit of broccoli, maybe some asparagus, some other things. We like asides, okay, on the aside of the main course. Because, unfortunately for Adam Newman, this isn't the Adam Newman show, it's the Nick Williams show. So he is the main course for this evening, but the asides, they're also going to play a factor as well. Now, Edmund.
Yes.
Tell me about Diablo. What is Diablo? Quickly, and keep it interesting, because the people want to hear more about the Banquet of the Dying Daylight, and I'd like to tell them, but
I don't think anyone cares about Diablo. It's a point and click.
Except me. Main character syndrome.
Diablo, the franchise, is a point and click MMORPG game that many can play on the Blizzard.net framework.
QRS, TUV, LMNOP, RPG.
It's a fun game, very addicting, big time waster. I would not recommend playing it. I'd recommend watching the stream. How's that?
It was a good save. It was a good save. Good save, because I had a lot of things headed your way just now, but you caught me off guard with the you should watch this stream. And honestly, for the first time in a long time, I agree with Edmund. Should watch this stream. Now, with that being said, Banquet of the Dying Daylight. So we're going to run through, this is going to be the most detailed breakdown of the Banquet of the Dying Daylight, and it's more specifically my experience with Edmund. And we got some stories along the way, but I really do. I want, if you listen to the whole thing, maybe you'll get some grasp of how to raise money with alternative forms of fundraising. First and foremost, it was a fantastic event. Adam, I'm very proud of you. I'm proud to be a friend. I'm proud to call myself your friend. And I also hope slightly that you call me your friend as well. But if you don't, I still think you did great. So there's that. On the way to the Banquet of the Dying Daylight, Edmund, who is, I like to think of myself as the world's biggest pain in the ass, but then there's Ed. And if I'm everybody else's pain in the ass, Edmund is my pain in the ass. And oh my God, can we get coffee? Can we stop at Dunkin' Donuts? Can we win? It's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. If you don't think it's what happened, no, sorry, we're not going to play that game. Not tonight.
I can't talk?
Speak when spoken to. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. As my father used to say when we were growing up, children are to be seen and not heard. And if we cried when he said that, he would say, sit in the corner and face the wall. That's what he would say, so I don't have to watch you. All right, really quick. So Edmund's begging me for Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, okay.
And I say, okay, fine. So we go to this Dunkin' Donuts. Now, where was the Dunks that we went to? Worcester?
It was in Worcester, probably 4 blocks from the venue.
Okay. So here's the deal with Dunkin' Donuts, all right? I don't have an issue with Dunkin' Donuts. I love Dunkin' Donuts. I have an issue with Edmund, who normally when you go to Dunks, you get a drink, you get a muffin, you get an in, out, you get a donut, you get a whatever, blah, 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 very quick. No. Edmund needs avocado toast. Is that a lie too, Ed?
I don't like their processed...
Oh, yes, because the avocado isn't just green paste. Colored green paste and a thing. Now, Dunkin', if you ever want to sponsor me for something, I'm not going to say that it's actually green paste. It's probably the richest, the finest avocados processed into paste and then put into a circular cup that this woman who didn't speak English, and that's not making fun of her for not speaking English. I only know this because she picked up the receipt and went, and I went, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Sure, thanks. Give me that. I'll take it. Anyway, I went in there, and now, see, listen, I understand that Sweet and Low causes cancer. I don't want to hear about it in the comments, okay? Don't really care. If you comment about Sweet and Low, your comment will be skipped, especially if it's during the live chat, live stream. What I was going to say is, I go in, and I order my coffee, and I say I'd like it with 2 Sweet and Low. Okay, I order all of Edmund's list, and then I say, if you have anything left back there, I'd like to order coffee as well. So I order my coffee, and I order it with 2 Sweet and Low. Oh, no problem. She gives me the coffee. I didn't see her put any sweetener in there. I go, did you get the Sweet and Low in there? So, oh, hold on. When I tell you, Ed, she picks up a cup. Do I have a cup?
Right in front of you. Get a mug.
No, but it's different. It's different. It's like it was like a little like a.
Here, take this.
No, it was like it was something very small. It doesn't matter. It was like a little dish. Like, okay, you know in those old diners, Ed, they have like a ceramic dish that has like Sweet and Low and Sweetener Splenda stuffed into it.
Yeah.
You know, it was like one of the, I'm not kidding. It was like one of those. And she's like searching through like it's a Rolodex. She's like, I no have with this Sweet and Low. But I already bought it expecting there to be Sweet and Low.
She expected it too.
No, wouldn't expect. You're defending. This is how we're going to play the stream tonight. You're going to be on the side of the Dunkin' Donuts who raped my wallet.
No.
Is that what we're going to play?
No.
Okay, because if I'm correct, you sat in the car a mile away and made me like shuffle in my shoes with no soles on them because I wear nice, expensive shoes, and I had to shuffle down carrying your green paste thing, your matcha. Can I get a large matcha?
I can't wait till I can talk because I'm going to blow.
I don't even think I'm going to allow it tonight.
Water.
I think I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to talk for an hour straight. No Edmund tonight. We're going without Ed. Edless. That's what it's going to be. Nick the Edless Show. Okay? That's what we're going to do because Edmund has a stick somewhere deep. Anyhoodle. So then, after we left Dunk's, and everybody was very, very happy in the wrong order, there was this other kid inside there who had ordered like 5 sandwiches. And he goes, oh, that one of them's supposed to have no egg. The kid, right? The lady with the paste with all the, that same lady. She goes, oh. Takes the sandwich apart, takes the egg, and like tosses, I kid you not, tosses the egg, closes the sandwich, rewraps it. No egg. They were having a day, I guess. I don't know. Edmund, would you like to speak now? Go ahead.
Yeah.
It'll be real funny for you to just like totally like ruin the story. Go ahead. Everybody listen. Ed's turn.
Well, first off, it was your idea to go to Dunk's. We're driving there, and you say, can we drop by Dunk's?
That's so funny how you told the truth instead of just going with the joke. That makes it so much better. Go ahead. What else did I do wrong, Ed?
That was it.
Is there more?
Yeah. I'd like to say that avocado toast is very healthy and beneficial for a person's nutrients for the day.
Oh, my God. It's painful talking to you
carbs,
sometimes.
it's protein.
Literally painful.
It's great.
Look at my hair. It's like Jimmy Neutron. What the hell is going on with my hair here?
Got a blast.
Yeah, I'm literally about to blast the fuck off. Fixed. So much better. Okay, so then we arrive. Now, Adam, I got to say, as much work as you put into this event on the inside, not a whole lot of work on the whole directions of where to park, okay? Because we pulled up and there was a lot. By the way, this is not Adam's fault. We pulled into a lot that was near the event after Edmund almost went the wrong way down a one-way street, which is neither here nor there. Totally fits the bill. We pulled into this lot, and I take out my card to pay for parking, but there's no signage saying how much parking is. Edmund's, no problem. I'll just stick your card right in there. Not a problem at all. Is that not true too, Ed? Are we going to do this all night?
Yeah, you handed me the card, so I'm
right.
going to use it.
Of course. Would you have done that with your card?
No.
Okay, we'll treat my card the way you want your card to be treated. How about that?
Sounds good.
Thanks. Moving right along, we found another lot that also probably wasn't for the event at all, and Edmund was very worried all night long that we were going to be ticketed and or towed.
That's what it said on the sign.
Neither of those things happened.
Yeah.
With that being said, we go inside, and I don't know who it was, so I can't name names even if I wanted to, but I said, I'm looking for, we'll say X or Y, which would be or X or Adam, because he was the one hosting the event. And the person at the table right there, do you remember what they said?
Vaguely.
They said, well, so I'm looking for these people. Are they here? Am I in the right location? I don't know. Oh, well, if they were, they would be. Over there. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's nice. And you're so quiet tonight. You okay?
Yeah, I just don't want to speak over you.
Probably a wise choice, but Go ahead. What?
I'm just recounting everything that happened, which is...
Go ahead. Recount out loud. It's the Ed's turn.
Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It was before doors open, so maybe he was a little flustered. Maybe he wasn't really well informed, but he...
So you're saying Adam doesn't inform the people that work for him?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
He was just setting up his table. It said, what, Banquet of the Dying Daylight, as a little table runner.
Maybe if that kid had told people where to go, they would have raised around $30K. I don't know. I mean, maybe they would have raised a little bit more money. I don't know. So anyway, we walk into this banquet hall, and when I tell you, it was like walking through a portal into, I don't know when was the Renaissance? What century?
Don't ask me.
I just did. You have the computer in front. When was the Renaissance? I'm asking you. When was the Renaissance?
Quite a while ago.
Maybe you go to the comments, because I'm sure someone in the comments knows when the Renaissance was.
I'd guess maybe around
I think there is an animal dying underneath me right now.
What is that?
The floorboards. There was squeaking. I just heard squeaking.
Sound like a dying cat.
Yeah. Maybe that coyote we saw on the road earlier on the way to the studio. That was. You hear that?
Yeah, is that a heater?
Yeah. No. I heard like shuffling and then squeaking in pain. I kind of like it. Anyway,
Well, to answer your question, the Renaissance, I would guess maybe like...
My chair's low. Go ahead.
Maybe like 15th century, maybe like around 12th.
Maybe like 15th century. Just ask Google, when was the Renaissance? Why do you do this? Think maybe. You have Google in front of you on the computer.
Yeah, and the page is up telling me around the 15th century.
Oh, my God. It's so painful.
According to Google, I'd guess, according to Google, the 15th century is when the Renaissance happened. To answer your question.
Great. So, yeah, it's like transported into a portal into the 15th century. There is... Although I did mention this to one of the vendors who was there, they were like, the attire was fantastic. Everybody was dressed. I was dressed like this, actually, exactly like this. But there was the outfits. Everybody was on fleek. Did people say that still?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Listen, the attire was fantastic. Every decoration was perfect. Natasha Nicolo did a fantastic job decorating and designing this place. She is the production designer for this film. This woman can do anything. And it's just shocking. I would say, no, I can't say that. I can't say that. She's very talented. She's a very talented person. I'll say that. She's talented enough for anybody. Don't you think so, Ed?
Yeah, she did a great job.
What was that? She did a great job.
Did a great job.
Yeah. Edmund's been drinking.
I can just hear myself in the headphone on my right ear. So when I hear it,
I know it. You know what's funny? There was a study that was done. Going off of that, there was a study. I don't know if you've seen. See, I feel like this is one of those things that you have seen. There was a study that was done that where these people that had a stutter would wear a microphone and had one earpiece in, and it would delay their speech by like half a thing, and it stopped them from stuttering. It makes people without a stutter when they hear themselves and it's off by like a millisecond or two. That way they go, it's a great time we had.
I had a friend in college who'd stutter a lot, but whenever he drank alcohol, he would lose his stutter.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. It was incredible.
So if he like talked normally, you go, dude, we need to talk. You've been drinking a lot.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah, we had a great time. There were tons of talented things. I will say there was one thing there that I didn't really understand was the fushigi guy.
Yeah.
His act, the name of his act was it was like flaming or like juggling fire or something like that. Guy came out with a fushigi ball, almost dropped it twice, and nothing lit on fire. I was a little surprised. Now, maybe it's because we were inside a closed venue, and normally he does light things on fire, but maybe you change the name of your act to like Fushigi Phil or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, maybe for people in the audience, if they want to hire him for their next event.
yeah, but when you want to hire somebody, you want to showcase. Like, that's why I don't hold back. That's why I just am who I am on the stream, and it is what it is, because I want you to know what you're getting. Like, if you call me, this is what you're getting. I'm kidding. This is a character, as we discussed last week. There was a stand-up comedian, very funny. Highlight of the evening. Ed loved. What was that one joke he said that you loved? What was that? On the way home, you were talking about that one. It doesn't matter. We don't have time for it. And I don't want you to like repeat another comedian's
Well, I will
joke.
say that Dreamscape Productions LLC just commented, he normally lights things on fire, but it was not allowed. Can confirm. Tongue out face.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. Not a problem. Dreamscape is great production company, by the way. They've made a bunch of films. The one thing I think was really cool was the what was it? The guy that was doing the no offense to that guy, but he did look like a reenactor from the old Capitol riot. We just had a couple of horns on his head. He would have been. And if you put that guy, imagine if Nancy Pelosi walked into her office and she just saw the guy going, That guy was awesome, though. Very cool. Definitely got you in the mood. Ruined the sound on a couple of my interviews, but not a big deal. We have isolation tools to fix that. The vendors were so cool. I love anything like clay, sculpture-wise, whatever it was. That
pottery.
One chick, Becca. Oh, my God. Yeah, pottery. Thank you. She was so cool. And all these vendors were from Worcester, and they were all like volunteer, like we'll show up, maybe we'll sell a couple of trinkets. I don't know if they gave Adam money. If they did, good for Adam. If they didn't, whatever. They were there, and maybe they made a few bucks. And the sweet treat girl. Bree's Sweet Treats. Bree was my favorite person of the evening. Bree had some treats that were sweet. Boy, oh boy, they were sweet. And they were fantastic. So if you're ever in the Worcester area and you're looking for something sweet, don't go to Dunkin' Donuts. They'll probably get it wrong. Go to Bree's Sweet Treats and give her all your money. In the meantime, there was tons of different events. There was some acting. There was a harp player who played the harp. I don't know if you guys have ever like gone like this on anything for more than 30 seconds, but she played the harp for an hour straight. An hour straight. Edmund and I were in the green room toward the end of it, and she comes down, and she was like, wow, this is the first time that I played the harp for an hour straight. And you said to her, you were like, God, don't your fingers kill after that? And what did she say? She said she's been...
Don't you get calluses? I'm sure.
Yeah. She said she's been putting her super glue on all of her fingers beforehand. So they like pre-callus them, you know? Fantastic idea. I would never thought of that. I would have just been sitting there like this, bleeding for like, you know what I mean? Oh my God, what do I do? She was amazing. Every step of the way, everything was amazing. And then, of course, no offense to Adam. Adam, I love you. But then, of course, Adam's running around like a chicken with his head cut off, freaking out, thinking everything's going to shit. I'm like, you have no idea. This is the coolest thing. I'm not even into Ren Fair. I'm not King Arthur, you know? I don't need that. I live in the modern day, indoor plumbing. They did a great job, man. They did a great job. I was shocked. It was so cool. Because have you ever been to like a Ren Fair? One of those like jousting events or whatever?
Yeah, I went to King Arthur's Fair like maybe 4 years ago.
And what was it like? Give me the deets.
Just like...
I've never been. Like, I don't even know what it looks like inside. Give me the deets.
It was at... I think it was in Carver. It was in the woods. There were fire breathers. There was a mud show.
Was this a sanctioned event? Or were you just in the woods with people on horseback jousting?
No, it's like, I think it was the Edaville Railroad location in Carver, I think. But yeah, you did feel like you stepped into a time portal, and everyone else is dressed up. You can buy like turkey legs and beer or grog. Yeah. It was fun.
You enjoyed it? There was real jousting? Like on horseback jousting?
There was jousting, yes, but they did kind of play it up as in like they're not actually jousting.
Okay, but people watch WWE and they get all obsessed with it, okay? Like, give me a break. Jousting, fake. WWE, fake. Still cool. Still fun. It's a show. It's a performance. Jesus, can people... He didn't really kill him. I'm angry. Like, shut up, dude. Like, it's a joke. Like, it's not a joke, but it's like a show. You know, what, you got a comment?
We got another comment, yeah.
From whom?
Dreamscape Productions
Okay,
LLC.
go.
To get a booth, they donated to the silent auction and raffle.
Ooh, yes. See, this is what I'm saying. On top of everything else. Now, here's the cool thing, because the point of the show, the point of the episode is to talk about alternative ways to find funding for your film. You can do a silent raffle, boring. You can do, or a silent auction, boring. You can do a raffle, boring. Adam Newman takes all of these things, compiles them into one enormous event at one of the largest locations. I mean, when was the last? You've been to galas and stuff like that before, right? Whether you're working or you've been there. This event space was sick. The uplights everywhere. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but seriously, was it not the coolest thing?
He utilized the whole space, or him and Natasha.
Every inch of the entire space. And then on top of that, the food is coming out. The food's steaming, beautiful, barbecued chicken. Who makes it? Ian Messina, Studio Lab. Fire and gin. Let's go. No problem. Chop, chop, chop. Here you go, sir. No problem. He's looking like what do you call him? A serf, a peasant. He's got his leather.
He looked like a blacksmith.
Yeah, making food. Doesn't really add up. Not judging. Not judging. Poor Ian was outside all night, 26 degrees, cooking over the fire, sweating onto the meat. Ian's sweat onto the meat. But we love Ian's sweat.
It tasted great.
Yeah, but what is that, hour 3? What is that? No, the food was fantastic. Food was fantastic. And then I think the highlight of the evening, it wasn't the harp. It wasn't the didgeridoo voice guy. It was when Adam got egged. I wasn't even really sure what the point of the egging was. I wanted to see the little serf and the little Harry Potter kid get egged, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I hope that there was no unforeseen fees that came from the egging, because they went everywhere. Those eggs went everywhere.
Eggs can do some damage.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so cool, man. Everyone was so happy to be there. And can I say, because listen, if you're watching this stream because you saw my story or whatever, I'm not making fun of people who LARP or people who role play or people who I just don't do these things. It's another world for me. It's a world that I don't participate in or understand. No judgment. Quite honestly, I don't do it because I feel like I would look dumb. And so I'm moderately jealous of people who are able to walk around in a public park with giant foam swords and slap each other around. I think it's funny. It looks funny, you got to admit, and the LARPers know. But I got to tell a story, okay? When I was like freshman year of high school, there was a group of divergent people that loved to LARP. They were LARPers. And they would go to Memorial Park in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California. And they would, if you ask them, they were in the 15th century. That's for sure. Some of these people stayed in the 15th century. They come to school the next day and hear ye, hear. You go, okay, settle down, buddy.
So you stood on the sidelines and watched?
No, you drive by and you egg them or whatever you do. You know what I mean? You point and laugh. You do the thing that all of the assholes do. But no, I didn't do any of that stuff. But you would drive by and you'd see them, and they would have like bows and arrows. But the thing is, the arrows would have like a big foam end, kind of similar to this, and they would make it themselves. And at the time, when you're in 9th grade, if you're not one of them, and you're like not divergent of any kind, diverge, you if you're just vergent, right? Because divergent would be okay. So if you're vergent. You look at some of these things and you laugh and you poke fun, and it is what it is. And it's a little ridiculous. Some of the swords and everything, they're covered in huge, over the top foam and everything, right? This was not that, because I feel like people think, like when you think LARPing, you think of that. No. This was like, I was nervous for, like, some of these people could have killed me on that evening. They were in their element. And I think that's the best part of it. It was like an excuse for I don't want to go to, like, here's the thing, right? I don't want to go to Disney and have the people playing the characters not into it. Like, it's not cool if you're going to be the person who's doing the character, if you're going to be in character. You know what I mean? Do you want to go to Disney and have like Prince Eric or whatever walk up and go, "What's up, kid? You want my signature or what?"
I would hate that.
It'd be so dumb, you know? No, you want the people who are like into it. Now, the problem is then you go back to real life and these people are still in it and you go, okay.
Who's Prince Eric?
Ariel's...
Ariel, yeah. Little Mermaid.
Currently, if you go to Disney World in Florida, great actor John Potvin plays Prince Eric right now. He's been in a couple of films that I've made.
I was just invited to Disneyland in a few days.
In California?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wait, who? Or, well, for what purpose?
My friend's wife works for some part of Disney in Japan.
What does that have anything to do with the Tales of the Dying Daylight? Sorry. We're sorry. Go ahead. Go.
I'm not going to Disneyland.
Why? You look like you could be a Disney adult. My God.
I'm not a Disney adult at all.
A whole new... I was so impressed. I'm so happy for Adam. I think it's going to be great. I think this was just the kickoff. This is not over. If you have money, give it to Adam for his film. But these are people that care. These are people who are in it. These are people who like want to be in this world. They feel like they were born in the wrong time period. Let's give them the funds that they need. This is unsponsored, by the way. Neither Dreamscape nor Adam asked me to do this. Well, they asked me to come to the interviews, but they didn't ask me to do a show about it. But I thought it was really cool, and I think it's a unique opportunity to talk about these different ways because everyone always says, oh, let's make a Kickstarter, and then they make no money, and they wonder why. I think the biggest takeaway from the entire evening is that you have to understand that if you really want something, you have to do it. You have to go as hard as humanly possible, and you have to do it until it's perfect. And let me tell you, if there's ever been an example of an event going perfectly, I would have to say it was the Banquet of the Dying Daylight. And then at one point when they were asking for donations, right, between the surf and the Harry Potter kid.
Yeah.
I thought it was genius. They're like, all right, we'll see for the next like 5 minutes. We're going to run around, whatever it is, the audience, right? The little guy with the bald, with the, you know what I mean? Banquet of the, that guy.
Yeah.
Was like, we're going to run around for the next 5 minutes and whoever raises the most money. And I'm sitting here going, nobody's going to donate. Peep left, right, and center. They're going, me, over here, like a church. They're going, there you go, put in the basket. We got it over here. They're just tossing money in. Hundreds of dollars were going in that pot. Now, granted, Adam got them all nice and drunk before that, but still.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. I'm just very impressed. I'm so happy and blessed to be a member of this community out here. And you know what's the coolest part about it? I see so many people online. I see so many different things of people bitching and complaining and whining and nobody wants to help me. And if you're part of the New England film community, people get together and people donate and people help and we're like one big family. Now, I didn't say happy. A lot of us don't like each other and that's okay. But the reality is at the end of the day, we at least come together and we support each other when it matters. And if you didn't support Adam at the Banquet of the Dying Daylight and you're a filmmaker in New England, he did not ask me to say this. This is my personal view. You're a fuck. You're an ass. And you absolutely should have your name on some donation list of his somewhere between now and when they start production. If you decided to, I don't know, fly out of state, but normally you do Ren Fair things, or if there was any other sort of way that you could have helped but didn't or chose not to, you're a dick. Now, I can say that because, you know, I showed up and I helped a little bit. And I was there. And that was enough. Go ahead, what?
2 new comments.
From who?
Is Dreamscape Productions, is that Adam?
Dreamscape isn't Adam. Adam works for Dreamscape.
So whoever is representing them in the comments
It's probably Adam.
Raised $1,000 on the egging.
You raised another $1,000 on the egging? I have video. Can I get permission from Dreamscape to post video of said egging?
Okay, also, I'm going to butcher this. Mora.
Just say Mora. Just say Mora.
Armory Studios. They did an awesome job of the whole event.
It was amazing.
Was a pleasure to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. 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 It's true. It's true. No, I was thoroughly impressed. I'm very, very happy that I went. And it's so funny because, Ed, I'm telling you right now, it's just one of those things where if I saw it, and this is my whole point, is like, go to these things. If you see an event like this, go. Go. And I'm going to start going to more of these events, and I'm going to hold them to the standard of the dying daylight. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to start going to these events, and I don't want to hear bullshit. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear about, well, we just didn't have time. Plan further in advance. Do better. Make more phone calls, because let me tell you something. If anybody has set the tone, if anybody has set the standard for holding any sort of banquet or event, it is Adam Newman. And that means that you should be, on top of everything else, you should be hiring Adam Newman as a consultant if you're trying to put on any sort of large event. And you should be, I mean, it should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, you should be hiring Natasha Niccolo for any sort of production design. There's no question whatsoever. And, yeah, I don't know. Big fan of the nerds, man. The nerds are winning recently. They're doing some really good stuff. It's really hard to sit here and make fun when they do a really good job. If it had been shit, it would have made my job a lot easier. Yeah. My God, it would have been so easy to sit here and pick it apart and say all of the bullshit, but there was no bullshit. I can't imagine any of the bullshit.
Also, we are able to post the egging.
Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was probably going to do it anyway. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they did a great job. It was kind of unbelievable when I walked through those doors, and yeah.
You're not like, okay, walk, and you're not like, oh, what is this going to be? Because you think it's going to be like LARPy, you know what I mean? People in the whatever. You just never know. You just never know. And then you walk through the door and you go, oh shit. They're like actually, oh my God.
Huge turnout, crowded.
Oh my God. Packed. It was packed. There were so many people there. And if you weren't there again, you're probably a loser. It's your fault. You missed it. I didn't miss it. You missed it. And I can sit here confidently and happily and say, you suck. I don't. And neither does Adam. Adam doesn't suck. Adam put on the event. Adam fucking pulled the 1500s or 1400s out of his ass in 9 months, and you missed out on it. You didn't go. Nana, nana, boo-boo. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Well, good, because they do suck. They should have fucking gone. And if they don't, donate. Tales of the Dying Daylight. Charge them double, Adam. That's my decree as the king of everything in my own head. Yeah, at the door, you should charge them double. There should be a list. Oh, did you donate / are you related to anybody who donated? No. Triple the price for the tickets. Off with their head. I'm over it.
And if you didn't go, maybe subscribe to Dreamscape Productions and see some of the...
Obviously subscribe here first. Let's not go crazy here. We like the Tales of the Dying Dead. We're not going to try and push all the business away.
Well, I'm just saying that they can watch the behind-the-scenes
All right,
videos.
subscribe to both is all I'm saying.
Your interviews will probably make it on their channel.
I would hope so, and I'm sure that they will be smart enough to collaborate with me on those reels so that we both can benefit from those. No, I thought it was really great. And I'm impressed. And I don't know. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. And I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of the people pretending. Adam Newman is someone who does not pretend. He puts it all out there on the line. And you know what though? That's why he raised 20 grand, or plus or minus, whatever. That's why. Because he did it the right way. And he's like, I don't give a shit. This is what I want to do, and I want to prove to people that I'm worth doing it for. Guess what? Adam's worth it. Adam works his fucking balls off. Adam Newman is worth it. And if you didn't go, you're really not worth it. And you should get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. That's the truth. Especially if you're in the New England film community. You should say, Jesus Christ, I hope to God that I can ever pull something off as well as Adam Newman. That's the truth. That's it. And Adam might forgive you, and maybe he'll help you with something in the future. Or maybe not, and he is totally within his rights to not help you. Okay, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? Did I miss anything? Any specific spot about that you thought was funny that I should talk about? There was horrible broccoli in the fridge in the green room. Can we talk about that? The fucking green room stank, Adam. I don't know what that was. But the broccoli, you open that door and then just people fell over.
Yeah, in
It's
the
like a wave.
green room, there's a small fridge to put
Yeah.
waters and stuff.
Yeah. Tell the story.
I think they just didn't clean the fridge out. I don't know if it was that broccoli because that broccoli looked new, recently purchased, and I think maybe the venue didn't.
The broccoli was from the fucking 1400s. That's when the broccoli was from. Okay, what the fuck?
Yeah, it smelled bad enough that people did not. They questioned if they really wanted to drink water that night because they opened the door and. I'd warn them every time, be like, "Oh, be careful, it's gonna smell." And they're like, "Okay." And then they open, they're like, "Oh."
Yeah, they would go, "Yeah, but I really want a soda," and they'd open it, and then just they would be gone. But that's all right. That's fine. That's okay. Yep, Natasha did good. Adam did good. John Westcott was there. You know who else was there? Because we do have to slightly pivot now, because you do have another opportunity to support a New England filmmaker. Okay? So again, you can redeem yourself from the loser that you are, not in Adam's eyes, but in my eyes anyway, if you show up to Luke St. Germain's premiere of Face Crusher. Yeah. That's Thursday at Cinema Salem. Not sponsored. Luke doesn't even know me. Luke's never even met me. I would love to meet Luke. Edmund knows Luke, and I've asked Edmund to introduce me to Luke on multiple occasions, but he hasn't done it. And so I go to this day without knowing Luke St. Germain. However, I intend to meet him on Thursday. I will be there. Edmund will be there. And we will be at the Face Crusher premiere at Cinema Salem on Thursday. Do you know what time it is? Not now, but the actual premiere. You can look that up. Look that up now, please. Thanks. God almighty, do your fucking job. We wonder why I can't even say that because of the audience this evening, but I will say that I love everyone in this country and everyone serves their purpose. That's all I can say. Nope, can't do that. We're going to stay positive this evening. We're going to stay positive. We're going to talk about good things like the tales of the dying daylight. And the actors are great. Axel's in that. Axel did great.
What was his name? Brody?
Rosie, you moron.
Rosie.
You don't pay attention. You just ask that on the stream and get the name wrong.
I thought it was Brody.
You wonder why.
Anyways, if you guys want to see Face Crusher.
Yeah,
Legends,
Face Crusher premiere. Yep.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Doors open 7 or it starts at 7? Or does it not specify?
Does not specify on the ticketing website.
Okay, well, Luke, people are going to show up at 7. So if it starts at 7, you're going to have a lot of people straggling in, saying, excuse me, like those little black, the silhouettes in the old, when they go, sit down in front, down in front.
Yeah.
You have those.
At 7, it's only $7.
What else is going on that night? Can you give me the itinerary for that evening, please?
Yeah, sure. There's some stand-up by comedian Ali DF.
Luke St. Germain has stand-up at a movie premiere?
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
Trailers from award-winning New England filmmakers.
This will be interesting. There's stand-up comedy at a film premiere.
Sneak peek of The Witch City comedy pilot by Ali DF. Oh, so maybe the director
Ali G's gonna be there.
Ali DF.
Oh, sorry.
Ali DF, who is the comedian, is also doing premiering their Witch City comedy pilot.
That's cool. So what was it? Okay, so again, what is the lineup?
I'm reading it. I'm almost done.
How about this? How about this for the viewers at home? You read it out loud. How about you share with the class, Edmund? How about you do that?
I'm reading it out loud.
Oh, look at you. You look angry. Oh, that was a good face. You look serious when you make that face.
I'm so close to finishing this.
I know. How about you finish it out loud?
A short horror film by George Fraser. Mm-hmm. They're also showing Face Crusher 1 and 2, so he's premiering the third one. Yep.
Oh, thanks. They're short films, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, and the third is the premiere. It's the big one that they're unveiling on that evening.
Yep, a Q&A with the cast and crew.
Have you ever seen any of the other Face Crushers, Ed?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
I met Luke last summer, and I think that was after he finished the first two. So
interesting. You know who hasn't met Luke? Me.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you really should.
Thanks for that.
Great guy.
So I hear everyone keeps saying how great Luke St. Germain is, and I'm not doubting that. I think his films are great. I saw a film of his at Stephen Schloss's premiere of that fucking Gimme. Yeah, I saw one of Luke's films there. I was very impressed.
You just reminded me there's going to be another special viewing.
Really starting to become the Edmund Dundero show.
I can't tell you, and I can't say it on the stream.
Why would you bring it up then,
Because
dumbass?
they have to go to the event and see another possibly another film or short.
Is there something wrong with your neck? You keep going, another.
Well, because I don't want to mention the name because Luke said it was kind of like a secret.
Oh, well, then why would you say this at all?
Because everyone's going to see it.
We
on Thursday.
posted something on Instagram to be thousands of filmmakers watching this, and you're going to say a secret thing that you're not supposed to say?
Well, it's not illegal.
Hey, Luke, never met you before in my life. Hey, Luke, never met you before in my life. Love you already. You're a great filmmaker. Don't tell Edmund secrets.
Please do.
He's a moron. That's the clip right there. That's the end. That's the end of the reel right there. He's a moron. Anyway.
There's also a film synopsis at the end.
Why is it that every Monday before the show I end up taking you to Market Basket? Why is that?
Because you like to shop with me and I help you out.
You did help. You did help. I guess I was just going too slow. You claim that I don't know where things are, but...
Well, I mean, it's the second time we've been to Market Basket, and I think the second time you also asked, which aisle's the soup? I think today was the second time you asked, and I'm like, aisle 1, obviously, like last week.
It's not funny. It's not funny to make the host to be the butt of the joke. But that's okay. That's all right. Are you done, or is there more? Did you want to tell people more of my misfortune?
Yeah, I got you some.
Get the misfortune out right now. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. And listen, Luke, I'll do this for free. I have no problem. It's not like a sponsored thing. But next week's stream, if you have ever had a client that is not in film, you're going to want to watch next week's stream. If you've ever done any sort of videography services, if you've ever done anything and charged someone money that isn't in film, any sort of advertising, would you agree? What are some other people that should watch next week? Next week's a big stream.
Oh, yeah.
Next week's a big stream. Lots of drama, lots of shit talking, lots of joking around, but lots of seriousness too.
Maybe people who work in the legal department of film production. Like
they don't have to watch. They don't have to watch. They could. They don't have to watch. Let's think of it on the level of whether you're 18 or 60, everywhere in between. If you charge money for video services of any kind, whether you're in BTS for short films, if you're whatever, if you've ever had a client in video services, specifically, if you've ever had a client not pay you, you're going to want to watch next week's stream. Because next week is the stream of all streams. It might be the stream of the dying streamlight next week. I couldn't think of anything to say. It's going to be
a good one.
Oh, it's a big one. And I wish that I could have done it tonight, but I'm very happy instead that I was able to talk about Adam's event because it was a good event. No, strike that. It was a fantastic event, and I'm very happy that I went, and I'm happy that I was there, and I was a little jelly. I'm not going to lie. And I don't get jealous a lot because I'm perfect in practically every way. But I was a little jelly. You know what it was? I was jelly that I didn't have a crown. I was jelly that I didn't have a crown. I didn't even have a tiara. So, Adam, let's work on that. I want a crown or a tiara of some sort. But, yeah, no, fantastic job. That was great. You want to talk about Market Basket? And when I asked for where the what was I asking for? The artichoke hearts. There is a woman on a ladder. I needed a jar or can, but they came in a jar of artichoke hearts. Can I do the impression, or is it not? I
wasn't there, so I don't.
I know, but I'm asking you if you feel like it's appropriate for me to do the impression of this woman, or if it's not appropriate.
Explain your story.
Here we go. I'm looking for artichoke hearts, and there's a lot of people working at Market Basket that are, how do I say this? English is a second language to these people, right?
Yeah.
So I look for someone who I would believe English was a first language. I was wrong, as I normally am. I'm wrong about a lot of things. Now, here's the thing, though, right? I'm not picking on any particular nationality other than people that speak English as a first language, because the response that I received out of this woman, there was no accent. I couldn't pinpoint. I was like, where? I didn't know where. I don't know if she knows that she works at Market Basket. But there was a woman on a ladder facing away. And I walked up and I said, very politely, of course, I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, would you happen to be aware of the location of the artichoke hearts. This was the I'm not even embellishing. This was the response that I got. I don't even know. I took a full step back and went, artichoke hearts? Artichoke hearts? I was like, oh my God. I was so disappointed. It was such a disgruntled moment for me. Edmund found them, though, thankfully, so that was helpful.
Yeah, I went up to a lady. I said, "Excuse me, do you know where your jarred artichoke hearts are?"
Of course, you got not the one that I got.
And yeah, she takes a second, says, "Middle of aisle 7."
Just like that. Just like that. Who did I get? I got Fiona from Shrek. That's who I got. I got Fiona speaking native ogre. That's what it was. Like, kid you not. Like, there was like she was eating something, I think. I think it was, you know what? It was probably not even an employee. It was a woman on a ladder stealing something off the top shelf, thinking, you know, it's where they like restock the shit. They wouldn't know. She was just eating extra shit. That's what it was. Anyway. We need one more story for tonight. We need one more story. God, I want to talk about next week so bad, but I can't.
My favorite part of Market Basket was...
Today?
Yeah. The bagger who had to teach you how to use your credit card.
This is why he's the producer, because I shit on Edmund a lot. And let me explain something. That's a shtick, okay? I hope you morons out there in the real world would understand that I don't actually shit on Edmund. It's a what do you call it? It's a
bit?
Yeah, it's more than a bit. Yeah. It's a lot, all right?
It's a bunch.
It's a bunch. It is a bunch. You're on your shit tonight. I like it.
I got caffeinated.
Snappy. Yeah, you're welcome. Took you there. Didn't buy it, but I took you there.
Yeah.
But I took you there. Wouldn't have without me, though. Could have walked. You'd still be outside.
Talk about
in the snow. We had to go get the crown. How would we make the, you know?
Yeah, we tried to get a nice Burger King crown, and of course they're all SpongeBob themed, so they look nothing like when I picked them up last time.
I'm so angry about that. Adam, if you're watching still, which if you're not, I'm fine with it. It's whatever. You can click off. But if you're still there, I was so disappointed. So disappointed. I had a great bit planned. It was such a good bit for the story. The story for the promo for the stream tonight. And we were like, we're going to go to Burger King and get a crown. And they look like crowns. And on the little spiky things, they have red jewels. And it's a golden crown. We walk in. They're doing some fucking SpongeBob promo. Is that what it was? SpongeBob is on the fucking crown?
Yeah.
Blue ocean with SpongeBob characters all over the crown. I was so angry. I almost crashed my car. I live right down the street. I almost crashed my car. I was just done. I couldn't stand it. I was very, very angry. It totally threw me off. I bought that fur coat just for the...
You're almost as thrown off as trying to use your credit card at Market Basket.
Oh, the machine. They kept like, oh my God. And that, it's a tap. You do the tap. Enough. Tap. Fucking...
Didn't you use like 2 credit cards?
So can I talk about this for a second? Can I talk about this?
About what?
Yes, yes, thank you. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Are you out of your mind talking about shit like that? That's so wild. The thing that I hate about Market Basket is that you can never really win. You ever feel this way? You ever go to Market? There's like 3 or 4 different scenarios you can have in Market Basket in the line when you're leaving. Okay, Market Basket is great. More for your dollar, wonderful. Not more for your time though. And so you have this thing where I'm walking in there, and I got what, 5, 6 items?
Yeah,
nothing crazy, right? It's always when you want to get 5 or 6 items. You go to leave, and you're either stuck behind soccer mom on the phone buying food for 3 months in advance, the hoarder, right? Or you walk up. This is the worst one in my opinion. You walk up, and they turn the light off on the thing. Oh no, sorry, we can't. Click, and the little light shuts off. You go, what the fuck? I just have 3 things. Can I just go? No, we can do. Okay, fine. Or you have it where it's like nice. You see someone's like kind of checking out. It's the rare occasion where there's lines everywhere. Someone's just finishing up their stuff, which was what it was with us tonight. And you walk up. Who's bagging? She died 3 years ago. Nobody told her. This woman was 350 years old. Rheumatoid arthritis in the hands. Her hands are like this. She's trying to pick up a fucking apple. She can't even pick up the apple. And the douchebag customer who was standing there, he's watching. Bag my shit, he says. Bag it. Bag it right now, you old bat. Bag it. She doesn't speak English. It's a whole thing. Disaster. Absolute fucking disaster. And I could use Instacart, but the fees, it's like triple. It's like going shopping 4 times to use Instacart. Is it not?
I've never used Instacart.
Neither have I. It's too expensive. Moving right along. Next week, Monday, 8 o'clock. You want to make sure you're watching the stream. I promise, triple promise. I think I might have to delay my review of Luke St. Germain's movie a week because it's that big of a stream next week.
It's pretty big.
Do you agree? Am I wrong? Even just for entertainment value's sake. Like just for watching, because everything I'm going to say next week is 4 billion% the truth. Everything. Like every detail. Whether it's the description of someone's physical appearance, or the way that they whine or complain, or the way some people win things and some people lose things. Yeah. Oh, next week's stream is so big. I can't stress it enough. But the Banquet of the Dying Daylight was a major success. I'm very, very proud of Mr. Adam Newman. I cannot wait to see the movie when it comes out. And none of this had anything to do with alternative ways. Well, I guess holding a banquet of some sort was one of the ways. But my point is, if you're a filmmaker out there, specifically in New England, but if you're out there in the world and you're thinking to yourself, I want to crowdfund, and then you complain and cry when no one fucking donates, think outside the box. Do something that's more immersive. It doesn't mean you have to make your movie about, 14th century, 15th century, jousting or whatever. But do something. Take the extra step. Show people, what it is why would anyone give you money? Why would anyone give you money? What are you going to do with it? Well, if you pull something off like that, that lends a lot of more credence, does it not? People go, oh my God, yeah, I'll give you money for that. Right?
Yeah. Well, you said this is not much about alternative ways of crowdfunding, but you said earlier that there's a bunch of small little ways of crowdfunding, like, egging, getting paid to egg, donations at the event, the food probably went back to him.
But that's what I'm saying. But it was an immersive experience that had a lot of little things there, because you'll see people do just the raffle. Yeah. Oh, come to my thing. We have a live band and we're going to do a raffle and it's fun. Ew, dude, fucking dumb. But it was there wasn't, Adam's great. There was not one stop there where you wouldn't want to be like, oh, I can give money for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every thing, he hit every single thing. So impressive. You know how big that fucking room is? And he made 20 grand. I mean, so much money was coming through there. And people are dumb. And you know what it is? A lot of people, they just don't believe in themselves, which makes them fucking stupid. Adam doesn't care. Adam's like, this is the one. This is what we want to do. And honestly, if you're sitting there going, well, why would I want to do a banquet for my short film? How about you make features that people will want to buy tickets for, because people are done with the whole short film thing. We're kind of we're not graduating past the short film. It's fine if you're young and you want to make your short film to get started, but can we not graduate? Can we not expand? Can we not make movies for the general public? I say this all the time. If the Banquet of the Dying Daylight was for a short film, which it wasn't. Tales of Dying Daylight is a feature. But yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable stuff. Okay, we're coming up on 9 o'clock. Do we have any other comments from anybody else? Are we good? Do we have an Ian or I don't know, an Amblarda or anything like that out there? Any losers who didn't show up? No, we're good. Good tonight.
Good
stuff. Okay, love you all. Mondays 8 p.m. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. If you didn't subscribe, if you didn't show up to the Banquet of the Dying Daylight and you don't subscribe, you're still a loser. I'll say you're a little bit of a loser if you just subscribe and you didn't go. And if you went and you subscribe, ding, 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 you're a winner. I love you all. Edmund, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Fantastic. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.